Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this T20 match between the Multan Maestros and the Quetta Fighters. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions, and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not going to be much for the bowlers. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Brilliant work there from David Gower. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
Easy decision for the captain there, batting first in home conditions.
Hasnain has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. The umpires have signalled that they're ready. Let's get this game underway. Nice solid defensive shot.
Looking very solid to start the team's innings.
Misses everything.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
The Sultans get underway, easy as you like, with a single.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Yep. There'll be runs here.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
3 added in that over. The Sultans are none for 3. Naseem, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Nice shot, runs possible.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
No! There's a run here, surely.
Turning down runs that are safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
They'll get at least one. The Gladiators kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown. Hasnain from the north end. Great shot, at least one on offer. Well placed, should get a single. Couldn't have played that any better.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Hasnain shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Straight to the fielder.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for one.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Picks the gap perfectly.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Russo ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Rizwan shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
7 runs added there. The Sultans are 1 for 24. There's a chance if this hits. Could that be out? Looks so.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
Miller won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring. I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Shah takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
The risk isn't worth it for just a single. In the end, a good decision by the batters.
Drives and misses everything.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end. There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Brilliant diving stop.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Gone.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Couldn't get it through the field.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled. Start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Good return there, back from the deep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Good return back from the deep. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yeah, yeah. Bowler! Yep, yep. Yep.
Great shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them. End of the over, 10 off it. The Sultans are 4 for 57. Khan into the attack now from the south end.
Yeah, yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. A couple on offer here.
Yes.
Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep, yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper.
End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. The Sultans are 4 for 65. No shot offered.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. They'll get at least 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Great shot, at least one on offer. End of the over, 7 off it. The Sultans are 4 for 72. Smith coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. There'll be runs here. There's a run here, surely.
Turning down runs that are that safe, it just isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Well placed, should get a single.
Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
That's a boundary save for sure. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
5 runs added in the over. The Sultans are 4 for 77. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. Needs a direct hit.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Keeper.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up. A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Yep. Nicely played.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
The Gladiators found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
Yes. yep.
Good throw from the deep, on target. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out. Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Yep.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
End of the over, 9 off it. The Sultans are 5 for 98.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bad decision making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging. Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Yes.
Big edge.
Good return, back from the deep.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Smith from the south end.
Yeah, yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Great shot. Great timing.
The short ball is picked up early. Not the best delivery, but it was certainly a very good shot to dispatch it.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. 8 runs added there. The Sultans are 5 for 118. Hasaranga coming back into the attack. Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Ahmed, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
They haven't messed about, brings up a rapid 50, hasn't let any of the bowlers settle.
Timed that brilliantly.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Yes. No.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Catch it.
Absolutely nailed it.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
End of the over. The Sultans are 5 for 151.
Yep.
That's out. Caught.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Hussain ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Catch it.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yes.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
10 runs added there. The Sultans are 6 for 161.
Catch it.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
Khan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Middle that one, great timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. And the innings comes to an end. The Gladiators will need 194 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Good pickup, big chance.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Mead comes out to bat. In a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Thick edge.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Misses everything.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Into the gap. Nice shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Winning.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
9 runs added in that over. The Gladiators are 1 for 9. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. A few moves made in the field.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Waiting.
Roy shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it. Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score. Smead got nothing on that as it goes over the rope. There'll be runs here. Right out of the middle.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
The Sultans found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Going with spin now. Hussain from the south end. Anwar, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 1 for 28. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Winning.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. They'll get at least one.
Winning. Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Good bit of timing there.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Smee didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Anwar with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward, looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge. Some adjustments to the field.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and just powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Nice shot, runs possible. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. Doesn't beat the infield.
Beautiful slower delivery. That was just too good for them.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Gladiators are 1 for 45. 3 extra fielders are now allowed out. outside the circle. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. Timed that brilliantly.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Gone. It's a good catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal. Completely mistimed it. Didn't look like they got anywhere near that.
Change to the complex of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 2 for 53. Dahani has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Nicked it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. And straight into the safe hands of the keeper.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
And with that wicket will see a change out in the middle. Ahmed, whose first task is getting themselves settled. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Over. The Gladiators are 3 for 57.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep, yep. Yep.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Ahmed shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it. That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Picks the gap perfectly.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Power and precision in that shot.
Good return, back from the deep.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Hey. Waiting.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
End of the over. 4 off it. The Gladiators are 3 for 67.
Yep.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Got hold of it. A pretty good bouncer. Enough control to get it away.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep, yep. Keep it set. Yep.
chance to run two. End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Back go the stumps, missed the straight ball.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Exactly where you want your fielders to throw as a wicketkeeper, right over the top of the stumps. The edge was so close to going to hand, they're fortunate to pick up their first runs.
Yep. Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. 8 runs added in that over. The Gladiators are 4 for 82. Anwar, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Hussain with the ball in hand again.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Struck it nicely, could go to the boundary. A couple on offer here. Really good shot there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 4 for 92. Going with pace now. Pollard from the south end.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Doesn't beat the infield. There's a run here, surely.
Turning down runs that are safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 4 for 97. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Hussain, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them. Nice shot, runs possible.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Sloppy signs there. The Sultans will need to be better than that in the field. Needless overthrow for 4.
Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly. Lucky to survive.
That's the over. The Gladiators are 4 for 106.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Nawaz shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Pollard will be disappointed with that delivery.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north. Then
Yep.
great shot.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Always back in the ball there. Drives the ball away nicely and picked the gap at cover very well.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat. The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Great shot. At least one on offer. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. They'll get at least one. Gone. Excellent catch close to the bat.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good... good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Straight to the fielder. 14 runs added there. The Gladiators are 5 for 132. Anwar back on now. Dahani coming into the... attack from the south end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here. Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
That gets things going. Getting your first runs always helps settle the nerves.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Yep.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
9 runs added in that. It's over. The Gladiators are 5 for 141.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
This misses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
End of the over. 16 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 5 for 157. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Power and precision in that shot. Misses everything.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yeah.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yep.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Good return, back from the deep.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Gladiators are 5 for 168.